What's going on, everybody? Welcome back. We are going to talk about Shadowland versus Black Order. This is one I've been trying to do for a while. Unfortunately, at Plat 1, I don't see a lot of Black Order teams on defense very much, so it's been kind of a test of patience to finally maybe fight one. And here we go. This is going to be footage of a 70k punch-up against Black Order. I do win, but I'm going to break things down for you guys because this is not an easy steamroll kind of fight. You're not going to be able to punch up 200, 300,000 against this team like you can with Marauders. Black Order versus Shadowland is very much an offensive slugfest, and because of that, a lot of the T4s that we've talked about being recommended but not so much required for Shadowland, you're definitely going to want them. So I've done my list of my recommended T4s, like which ones I think are required, like the passives on Daredevil and White Tiger. The passives on Night Nurse and Moon Knight, 100% required for this fight. And you guys are going to see it as we go through the footage. The passive on Night Nurse triggers a lot because Black Order is able to do a lot of damage, and because because Shadowland's pretty much like a glass cannon kind of team, they're going to be dropping low on health a lot. So this passive is a huge deal, absolutely one you're going to need for fighting Black Order. Same thing with Moon Knight and his passive, that 20% bonus max health. There are times where this team falls really low on health, and that 20% max health really helped out. So you're gonna see this really help out along with that Night Nurse passive as well. A lot of the other abilities, I mean, I've done a lot of T4s into this team, so you can kind of infer like what you're going to expect with this team versus a Black Order. You don't have to have all the T4s, but you are going to need a respectable amount. You're going to want the ultimate T4 as well. This one is definitely required if you're going to be going against Black Order, because Thanos has a lot of positive effects on him, and if you don't get rid of immunity through the Death from Above ability from Moon Knight, well, you're kind of screwed. So you gotta get rid of immunity, which means you gotta have the ult T4 here on Moon Knight as well. I am trying Raider here. A lot of people said I should try Raider, so I tried it. We'll see how that works in the fight. But yeah, Striker on Moon Knight, Healer on Night Nurse, Raider on Daredevil, Skirmisher on Elektra, my usual ISO setup. Yeah, this is one that is going to be difficult, and I'm gonna walk you guys through. I tried a couple of times beforehand to see what I could do with this fight, and there's one thing I figured out very early on. You cannot let Thanos get off his ult or his special ability. If he does his special ability, you're in huge trouble, and it's not going to be very easy. The problem is with that is that you cannot let any Black Order member fall below 50% health before you get ability block on him from White Tiger. The reason for this is because whenever someone on the enemy team falls below half health, then it gives 50% speed bar to Thanos, and then he's going to just pop his special right away, and it's kind of game over at that point, because then you get taunt on Cold Obsidian, and it's not ideal. So use the ultimate here, gets rid of a lot of positive effects on the enemy team. This is where I think Skirmisher could probably get a little bit of help, because, you know, getting rid of like defense up and death proof and stealth and offense up on some of these characters would definitely help a little bit more. But I'm able to dispel from Thanos and apply some solid negative effects to him as well. Offense down, disrupt. This is where things get a little tricky. So I try using the ultimate here, and okay. So you can go for Thanos here, and I kind of figured, you know what, let's go for Disrupt on Cold Obsidian. The problem is I dropped Cold Obsidian below half health. And look at that damage, 290,000 on that critical hit with Elektra there. Not bad, but it gives a speed bar to Thanos. He pops his ultimate. Everyone on my team now has offense down, and now you have taunt on Cold Obsidian. Not really good. You gotta get to Thanos, and yeah, at this point it's just kind of falling apart. You guys are seeing that you know, my Night Nurse is able to kind of flip and heal things up, but because I can't get to Thanos, it's not ideal. I am getting counter on my team, but yeah, there you go. It's, yeah, you guys are just gonna see this. It doesn't really play out. My goal is I got to get to Thanos, and if I can't get to Thanos, then I've got no chance here. Resisting everything because of the regeneration. So yeah, this is one that's not really ideal. So yeah, you guys can basically see it's just not working. There's nothing else to say at this point. Yeah, not good at all. So we're gonna try this again. I tried it one more time to see if maybe I could get it to work, and it didn't really. There we go. Now we're losing characters. Yeah, I quit. At this point I just quit because yeah, I'm just not able to get to it. Thanos cannot get off his ultimate, and he cannot get off his special. So you have to get ability block on him. If you don't, well then things are not gonna go well. I tried one more time. I screwed up, and I got Thanos to move again fast, and yeah, it didn't work so well. So attempt number 3, third time's the charm, they always say. So let's just break this down piece by piece. Your kill order should absolutely be Thanos, then Cole Obsidian, then Ebony, then either Proxima or Corvus. You have to get rid of Thanos first. There's no way around that. If he ever gets off his ultimate, it's not good. That speed bar reduction is not good. Your team does take a lot of damage, so yeah, it's not ideal to let him get that ultimate off. So yeah, we'll let Night Nurse go here. Choose her special. I do have defense down from security. That doesn't really make a big difference here. There we go. We get rid of most of the positive effects on Thanos. He still resists quite a few. Again, this is why I would like to do Skirmisher if I'm going up against Black Order. Try to get rid of those if possible. And we're just gonna hit Thanos a couple times. He's got vulnerable on him now from Daredevil. We'll try to dispel a few more effects there. Did not get rid of defense up, but now we can let White Tiger do her thing. Disrupt and ability block, defense down, heal block, a lot of good stuff there. Now we can flip the offense down into offense up with Night Nurse, and now we just keep hammering Thanos. We'll get the counter on my team, and now we'll do some rebounding attacks with Moon Knight. Not too much damage there. That defense up still kind of hurts, but there we go. Thanos uses his basic, and that counter really does some nice damage there with those characters countering. Now he's got some additional bleeds on him because of Elektra, and now we can pretty much let him kill himself off with the bleeds. This is tricky, and if I didn't have defense down or defense up on him still, even after I try to dispel it twice, it probably would have been okay. I wouldn't have to really worry about it being so close. There we go. You guys can see how much damage Black Order is doing and just how much that passive with Night Nurse is going off there. Defense up on several characters, healing, speed bar. We get the ultimate off here with Ebony. Not a big deal. As long as Thanos is gone, it doesn't become a big issue. There we go. More defense up, and look at that. Man, Daredevil was just inches away from dying there. Not bad, but yeah, that's why that passive from Moon Knight is a big deal. So you got to make sure that you get that passive from Moon Knight, because if that went for another character and I didn't have that passive up, I could have lost someone very important. If I had lost Night Nurse with that would have been a big deal. But yeah, there we go. All right, so now we're healing a little bit more. We're trying to finish off Cole Obsidian if possible. I could use the basic there for the double tap, but there we go. We're getting rid of death proofs, but now I've got bleed on Cole Obsidian. There we go. And now we try to finish off Ebony Maw. Heal block and defense down on him. Gonna make our job a little bit easier. Once again, triggering Night Nurse. You guys are seeing just how often Night Nurse's passive is triggering here, and that's why that passive is just so important, because it triggers so much. It triggers so often against Black Order. This is one I think that you guys are definitely going to need against Black Order. And here we go. Finish it off. And boom, there you go. About 2 minutes overall, so not bad on a 70k punch up. But yeah, this is one that's going to require a lot of T4s and is going to be very intense. And you cannot let Thanos ever get off his special, because if you do, well, you guys saw it just does not work too well. So yeah, just want to kind of break down the fight, give you my kill order, and showing how I work this out. If you're going on a punch across, I don't think you have to worry about this one too much. But yeah, you can see the importance of why dispelling positive effects on the enemy team is so important here, why the ultimate with Moon Knight is so important, and why defense up is not one you really want to have a lot on the enemy team. Because if I didn't have all those bleeds on Thanos, it probably would have not gone so easy for me. But let me know down below, what do you guys think about Thanos, or about Black Order versus Shadowland? Do you guys think that this is living up to the hype? We had been told to be a punch across. Now we've got a punch up with Shadowland against Black Order. I want to hear from you guys. Let me know down below. But as always, if you guys have enjoyed this video, make sure to hit that like button, share, and subscribe. I will see you guys next time.